dice out. Now, game! Greetings, dear listeners, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Cheech and I'm your DM, and the players with me tonight are Cora.
I forgot my fucking youth now. Now I remember. Yaha, fiddle-dee-dee, you are a pirate.
Okay. Richard.
Hey.
Dia.
It's me, and I'm wearing short shorts.
Nice. You go, girl. And Jan.
My name is Bernhard, and I've never touched my ass.
Ah, yes, goofs that rely entirely on the pre-game chat.
Best kind of goof, if you ask me.
Absolutely. And no one will ever know why.
Right, so peeps. It's been a week since we last saw each other, but like in those 7 days, I've gotten back to work and I've gotten barely any sleep because I've been working constantly, just from home to work, from work to home, and oof. And this messed up sleep schedule has impacted my ability to remember things, so can anybody tell me what happened last episode?
Well, insert recording here. Dawn tried to stop Darren from biting the apple, but it was too late. He watched curiously to see if anything happened. Darren thought Dawn was just jealous that he'd got the apple and not him. We all went back inside. Decla passed the doorway trap with ease, and we investigated the scrolls. 2 were for bless, and 1 was for lesser restoration. Darren started to feel a little ill, and as we discussed plans, he ran out of the building and into the woods. We headed through a corridor and found a door back to the entrance hall and a door to the outside. As we exited, we heard a click, but nothing happened. We decided it was probably a trap that had already been set off. Outside were 7 statues and an animal carcass. We worked out that the statues were the old gods. 1 attacked us when we got too close. Darren returned and triggered another statue, but Dawn pulled him out of the way. Decla and Darren recognised the 8-armed statue from a tree carving, and Decla and Dawn recognised the hunter statue as something they found on their archaeological dig. Dawn realised the 8-armed statue was the god of magic, and Darren recalled there was a connection between that god and lavender dust. Darren touched the 8-armed god statue, but nothing happened. From north to south, the statues were arranged as follows. The top one was a woman in a fur coat with a hood and her hair waving as if blowing in the wind. Then a woman with 8 arms, who is the god of magic. Then the god of the hunt, female, bare-breasted and carrying a bow. Then a man with a spear and an apple, followed by a beefy man holding a tree. The next statue was of unknown gender, holding 2 cups and pouring into a bowl. The last was a woman with a raven's head. We returned to the building and headed down into the basement, part of which was blocked off by a portcullis. There were boxes full of stoneworking things and white robes. Darren found a winch that he thought would open the portcullis and turned it. It opened a pit that he and Decla fell in. The pit was small and they managed to climb out. Darren tried to lift the portcullis but failed to do so, so he cast acid splash on it, but it didn't help much. While Dawn and Kasni were raiding the soft robes, Kasni found a lever and pulled it. The portcullis raised.
Man, that was a great recap.
Okay, yeah, so that happened, I guess.
Wow. One of your best so far.
Yeah.
No,
I liked how succinct it was.
Okay, so yeah, you are in the basement of the temple. You've just climbed out of a pit trap and are progressing to the next room. As you continue into the next room, you see a lot of sturdy tables that are covered with tools and crafting implements. And in the southwest corner of the workshop, you see a small forge with an anvil. And there's a small collection of rusted weapons, spears, arrows, swords, and the like, stacked carelessly in one corner.
Very messy.
All the stuff in here, does it seem like decent craftsmanship? Is it plain stuff?
It's pretty plain, yeah, and kind of old. Roll investigation.
Well, that's a good start. Dawn's eyes fall out of his sockets.
Was it a one?
Natural one, yeah. Dawn wanders into the room and starts poking around at the piles, inadvertently triggering a small landslide, which
Fantastic.
culminates with a pike nearly falling on his head.
Yeah, no, that happens. You go to the stack of weapons in the corner and you pull out a small sword and you upset the balance and everything just sort of collapses onto you. Roll me a Constitution save.
You made this happen.
9.
Oh, goodness.
Congratulations, you've got tetanus.
I have tetanus, but it's okay as long as the other 9 swords through me didn't hurt.
Darren points and laughs.
Dawn throws a sword at him.
Kasni offers a hand.
Where'd you find that? Yeah, Dawn sort of fluffs away from the swords and makes sure none of his clothes are too ruined. Gazni, help!
They are a bit brown from the rust.
Fine. Oh, it's mostly dirty. They're not damaged.
It's rust.
Yeah, they're dirty. They're not.
You'll never get rust out of silk.
Prestidigitation.
Which you have now, don't you? I'm pretty sure you have that.
Like, if Don didn't take prestidigitation, then I don't know what he's doing with his life.
Dawn looks at his clothes slightly aghast and then casts prestidigitation to clean himself.
Yeah, and in a puff, the rust is gone from your clothes. Anybody else?
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Nope. What skill are we doing? It's a no, but...
Investigation.
Investigation, which I think I don't have. Yep. Okay, that's a 3.
It's a 3. Like, you can take 20 if you want, or take 10. So, if you choose so. Take 20 means you take an hour to search over everything. You take 10 means you take 10 minutes to search everything, and it counts as if you rolled at least a 10, so...
I mean, if we're in no rush, I don't see why we wouldn't take 20.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You take 20, you take... Well, there's not really enough here for an hour of it, so, let's just say you take 10, because, you still got all the info. Anyways, you find a bunch of small half-finished arrows, scythes, you find some trigger mechanisms on various tables. You find an old, slightly pulpy diagram of something that seems to be like a trap. It seems to detail how the scythe traps in the statues outside work.
Ooh.
Fascinating.
Right over Decker's head.
How would one remove that from this room and keep it intact?
Oh, yeah, you can't do mending on the written word.
But could you dry it out with something?
Is it wet?
Well, if it's starting to decompose.
It's kind of mushy, yeah, and the air is sort of damp here, actually.
Can I use shape water to draw the water out of it? I don't know if that's something I can do.
Oh, that's really pushing it.
Yeah, I know, I've been pushing what you could do with shape water. Okay.
I let you do that to clear the water in the well, but, like, that's...
No,
that's
fair.
like sediment in water. This is like water from a thing. Yeah, if we start with that, then we open a whole new level of fucked up stuff you can do. So, yeah, no, we
A
can't.
whole new level of player bullshit.
Cassidy can just, dehydrate people instantly.
Yeah, just takes off his shirt.
So with prestidigitation, you can chill, warm, or flavour up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
Flavor?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I want to eat the book. No, I want to warm it so it dries out.
Or you can just look at it because it's not that difficult,
I think you wanted to take it with us
Yeah.
to go
But
investigate.
if I can copy it, that's fine. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
I know. Yeah, or you can copy it, because...
I shall copy the trap.
Presumably as an archaeology student, you have that sort of thing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a cleric, so I'd assume you'd have scrolls and things.
You did do a sketch of a thing in the cave.
I did, didn't I? What do I roll to copy this thing?
I mean, if you're taking time and you have experience with it, I'm just gonna let you do it.
Alright.
It's like, you're not in a rush. I'm not gonna... Actually, do roll me, just to see if you completely fuck it up, do roll me a performance. Dexterity plus performance.
What's with all these bad rolls? No,
That's
not
a
bad roll.
16. What are you talking about?
Yeah, from over here it didn't
16
look like
plus
a 16.
what? Sorry, performance to 18.
Like, I don't even know what you use for drawing, so, I don't know, it's like dexterity, but it's also creativity, but there's no creativity roll in here, so, yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, it was just to see if you rolled a 1, so yeah, you successfully copied the diagram. But yeah, you realize that the diagram is very pulpy and very mushy, and you realize that the other door of this room is like swollen shut with water.
Could there be water on the other side?
Does it like? Yeah, it looks all wet.
Does there seem to be like water coming out from under the door?
No, it doesn't. It seems to be swollen to the point where no water passes.
Is it like actually wet the door, or is it just like moldy and water damaged and...
Yeah, it's very moldy, and the air in here is like very tough to breathe. It's got that sort of sharp smell to it.
Dawn looks at the water genasi
Mm-hmm.
and goes, I think this is your area of expertise?
Okay, so well, we've established that I can't shape water out of things it's soaked through.
Mm-mm.
Can we... This door looks like the water on the other side is at least as high as the top of the door. I'm gonna try and open this door, but it might be a good idea for the rest of you to step back, maybe go up the stairs, unless you want to get wet.
Dawn shudders at the thought of that and nods. Goes, yes, that's a solid plan.
Okay, so I'm going to send them away while I open a mysterious door in a dodgy temple full of things that have already tried to kill us. And I will...
I mean, you don't have to, you know. It's a choice.
I'm going to try to open the door, just at first, like, you know, nobody ever sees if the door is just not, you know, it's just unlocked to begin with. It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Does it? Because if it opens outwards, this is going to be a piece of cake.
It does open outwards, yes.
Ah, there you go. Right, so I'm going to attempt to open the door. I could have done fine traps, but never mind.
It's pretty stuck because it's swollen shut, so roll me a strength check.
Well, that is not my forte, really.
Yeah, it's no one's. Like, y'all's dump stats are strength and intelligence, like all of you.
I'm not that dumb.
I mean, it sounds like you're talking about Declan.
Okay, maybe not intelligence, but like, y'all are wimps. Okay, so how much did you roll?
12.
12, yeah. It takes you a bit of trying, but you open the door and suddenly just a block of water rushes into you, tries to push you away. Floodgates is open and water pours into the room. Make me a strength saving throw. Yes.
Yes. Oh no. That was 9.
Yeah, you try to hold on to the door to stand up, but the force of the water just knocks you to the ground and floats you away a few feet.
Luckily for me, I can swim really well.
Well, it still throws you on the ground, and now you're lying down in like...
Nobody's seen it, because they've all gone up the stairs. So I immediately get up as quickly as I can so nobody notices.
Well, you get up from like a few inches of water on the floor, and you're wet. All your clothes have soaked through. Your shirt clings to your body, and...
Does his shirt go translucent?
I'm hoping to get some fan art of this. Anyways,
Can we see the little nipples?
yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah, the door is open now. Y'all upstairs hear the rush of water below and the sploosh, sploosh. What do you do about it?
Go check Kazki's okay.
Right, well, I got up as soon as I could, so hopefully nobody saw me falling on the floor there.
No?
Good.
But I assume we all hear and see the water.
Yeah.
Well, we knew it was going to happen. That's why I sent everyone back, because I'm a good swimmer, and I can control water if need be.
I want to roll deception to try and convince the water that the door actually never opened.
I mean, this is like Taz trying
Okay, you
to
can roll for it.
use Constitution to open a locked door.
That's natural 20.
Yeah, so you say that to the water and it doesn't react because it's water. It doesn't have thought.
Dang, I should have thought of that.
Side note, Casney's hair looks really good.
No, that is true. Dawn might be a little bit jealous of it.
Checha, how deep is the water?
Like ankle deep.
Oh, okay, so...
We can wade through it, okay?
Your shoes will probably get wet, but...
Yeah, I don't care. I will... Well, actually, I will remove my boots and then wade barefoot into the water, and I want to see what's behind the door.
Yeah, and as you peek your head into the...
Well, actually, first I want to ask Kasny if he's alright. Don't want to be a total asshole.
No, ma'am. I'm fine.
Did you fall?
No, I was fine. I was expecting the water to come out quite quickly.
Oh, but you're really wet.
Yeah, the water it flowed out real quick. Just went everywhere.
It's not real. Okay. And then I want to see what's behind the door.
Okay, and as you peek your head into the room, you see a broken water tank that has collapsed in the center of the room, and trickles spill from broken pipework in the southeast corner, and the walls drip with condensation, and you see a gleam of 8 tiny pairs of eyes stare at you, and you just hear a loud hiss.
Okay.
And a pack of 8 rats
Ugh.
rushes towards you.
I jump back into the other room where we came from, and I squeal.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Darren?
I squeal, rats! Do we roll for initiative, or...?
You could just close the door.
I guess. Yeah, I do that.
You telling me I got my good jacket wet for nothing?
You shut the door behind you, and you just hear a few bumps as the rats bump into the closed door. There's more hissing coming from the door, but then it kind of stops, and you figure the rats went away. So
Darren visibly shudders.
You okay there, man?
Yeah, I do not like rats.
You're from the city, man. You really don't ever...
I lived among them. I never got used to them. They're kind of tasty, though.
Dawn shudders at that.
I suggest we line up. I will stay in the back, and then we'll open this door again.
What's inside, other than the rats, did you see?
I only saw a busted-up water tank, which explains where all this water came from. Not much more beyond that.
If it's not too badly bossed up, maybe I can fix it. I mean, I'm not much of a plumber, but I can mend things.
it's collapsed.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you want to move into this temple?
No. But, it would be less wet down here. And whilst that's not a major issue for me, you seem to take exception to that.
Oh, I don't care. I don't mind. I just don't like the rats.
Come on, let us sort Darren's little rat problem out.
Like, you don't have to, just, it's there if, I'm not gonna force you,
It wouldn't be a D&D adventure if we wouldn't clear a cellar of rats.
Okay, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Dawn unsheaths his swords and just goes, come on, let's go.
Yeah, Darren stays in the back, but readies up.
Okay, so you buckle up and get in line, and Darren opens the door. Roll me initiative.
Oof.
16.
Well, I got a 4.
That's 15.
17 for Dawn.
So, first of all is Dawn.
Dawn is going to hold his action until the rats appear and then stab them in the back.
Yeah, no rats are there. You walk into the room and you see a swarm of 8 rats. They're kind of big, actually.
Whoa. The rats come to Dawn. Dawn does not go to the rats. I'd like to clarify this. Because if you have it at a door, you have a limited amount of them that can get through.
So, are you staying at the door or are you walking into the room? Because
Staying at the door.
okay, they just kind of hiss at you. Yeah, they puff themselves up.
How big are they?
I mean, they're not, like, large. They're just a bit bigger than your average rat.
In that case, Dawn uses Mage Hand to pick one up by the tail and beat the others to death.
Okay, okay, you can do that. Roll me something, I don't know, roll...
Dex is a general to hit, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not your dex, you're just using your,
So it's my mental acuity, which is my intelligence, or my wisdom.
What's your casting stat?
Int.
Yeah, intelligence. Okay, roll me intelligence. To see how well you can...
14 plus 3 is 17.
17, yeah, you managed to punch one rat. Roll me a d4 of damage.
Oh no, I wanted to pick the rat up and beat the other rats with it.
Yeah, and you're gonna deal 1d4 damage to both rats.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I'm so happy that Dawn is intelligent enough to beat a rat with another rat.
I know, that's great. Isn't
That
it?
would be a 4.
A 4, wow, yeah.
He also looks like he's hugely enjoying this.
It's fucked up.
Are you talking
It's
about killing the
whack-a-mole.
rat or eating the Korean chicken?
Yeah, the rat squeals and hisses, and you smash it into the other rat, and the other rat smashes towards the wall and hits the wall, and the other rat is down. The one you're holding is still flailing around.
Oh, that's fun.
So next up is Kara.
Do I have better intelligence than 8? Apparently.
I mean, it's a swarm, so
Yeah.
I mean it's just your basic attack, but
Staff first then. That is 15.
15. You swipe your staff through the swarm of rats, and you hit a few of them on the way. Roll damage.
Wow. 3 bludgeoning. And I'll use a bonus action to do an armed attack.
Okay, yeah. You kick into the swarm of rats. Roll
See if I can stomp on one of them. 11 to hit.
11. Yeah, you lift up your leg and you stomp down, and you hear a crack under your foot. Roll me damage.
That is 5 damage. So I did more damage with my foot than I did with my staff. But there we go.
Sometimes that seems to be the way.
Yeah, and you just splattered the rat. So a small pool of blood bursts out from under your foot and dissolves in the water in the room. Next up is Casney.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and hit a rat with my dagger. Why not?
I mean, it's a swarm, so, metagaming, you're dealing with a swarm. Didn't just, for flavor's sake, there's 8 of them.
So yes, I stab at one of the nearest ones with my dagger.
Okay, roll for it.
And I miss horribly, because that is a 3. So even if you include my bonuses to hit, which would be all of 8.
You swing towards the rat, and it scurries just out of your reach, and you miss it entirely. You have any bonus actions you want to do?
I'm going to swing at it with my other weapon, also a dagger. And that is a 10 plus 5, so 15. And that's a 1d4, but no bonus because it's oh, great. I hit it for 1 damage.
Okay, it scurries out of your reach, but you swing with the other dagger, you do a backhand, and you manage to cut it a bit on the side.
Unfortunately, I'm running low on the spell slots at the moment.
Okay, so now it's the rat's turn. There's still a few of them left, and they surround Dekla, who did the most damage to them, and they go to bite at your ankles.
No, I need those to walk.
Does a 9 hit you?
No.
They try to bite at your ankle, but your footwork is too quick, and you just managed to almost dance out of their way.
Do the Cheshire slide.
Basically. And now it's Darren's turn.
Yay! I would like to cast Acid Splash.
Acid Splash. Okay. Take note, Dekla is technically within the swarm space, so...
It says on the description that I can just choose 2 creatures within range of each other, so I can just choose to hurl it at 2 rats, I think.
It's technically a swarm. For the purpose of mechanics, it's considered 1.
Oh, well, then I just choose to hurl it at that 1 creature.
But they're in the same space, so...
But it's not an area effect.
It's not an area spell. It's either 1 or 2 creatures within range, like within 5 feet of each other. So I can just choose to not hurl it at Dekla.
That's not how that works, but okay.
No, it is.
Okay. I'm the DM, I have the final say here.
I guess. I'm just telling you what it says in this spell description.
Okay, continue.
If you wanted to hit Dekla, then I guess it can hit Dekla, but I choose to hurl it at the swarm. The swarm has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. The swarm rolled a total of 2.
That's not enough. I do 5 damage.
Declan, I'm just gonna have you roll dexterity save for this.
9. So, fail.
Yeah, you take like half, because, it wasn't thrown at you, but like you're in the space, so.
Okay.
On a full save, you'd avoid all of it.
Darren says, I'm sorry, Dekla, I didn't know when I was casting the spell that the DM would make up this rule.
Dawn, it's your turn. Your mage hand is still holding 1 rat, so...
Dawn's gonna play more whack-a-mole. I'm gonna beat other rats with my rat. Dawn's having a great time. It's like he's at a fairground.
Okay, yeah, roll me intelligence again to see how well you can maneuver the rats.
17 plus 3, 20.
Yeah. Yeah, you swipe the one rat into the swarm of the other rats, so roll.
That's another 4. I like this dice.
You swing the rat like a pendulum through the swarm, and you leave a trail through them, and they seem somewhat distressed. The rat in your mage hand has stopped flailing around.
That's fine, as long as he still has consistency.
And next up is Decla.
Gonna hit it again. With a stick.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, actually,
Yes.
yeah, I will hit it with a stick. I'm not going to use my spell, because my spell only hits once. And I get to punch it twice.
Okay.
That is a 17, I think.
Yeah, that hits. You swing your staff through them again. The opposite way that Dawn's pendulum went, and they...
Yeah, I'm having to go baseball on his hand.
Yeah. Roll damage.
See if I get a home run on damage.
Dawn will absolutely tee up a rat for Declan.
That's 5 damage for the quarterstaff attack, and I will do another stomp on another rat, which is very sad because Declan doesn't like killing things. That's not a good roll. That is a total of 7.
Yeah, you try to stomp again, but the rats, having seen what happened to their companion, they managed to scurry away from under your foot, and you're...
They're too fast for my sandals. Oh god, that would be gross if I was barefoot. Ew.
You just make a large splash with your stomp. So, next up is Casney.
Okay, I want to toll the dead on these motherfuckers. They need to be wise.
They're pretty good wisdom for rats, I gotta say that. I mean, it's not that good, but...
How wise are they?
Well, they rolled a 9, so...
Excellent. So I get to do 1d12 necrotic damage because they've already taken damage.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that is 9. I didn't do 9.
Nice.
9 necrotic damage.
Dong! There's a loud dong, and you see several rats just, whatever wounds they had, blood just bursts from them.
God, they just fucking explode.
Yeah, their eyes just liquefy and blood starts pouring from them and from their mouths and from any wounds that they had.
And because we're standing in water, it's just sort of going through them. Yeah, that's gross.
Is the swarm dead?
No.
Okay.
But it's
But
a whole lot more...
But we do now have mulched rats running through our toes.
Mmm, tasty.
There's like maybe 2 rats left.
Dawn is very concerned about Casney.
Cassie didn't say that. You should see the faces he's pulling at me. It's great.
A bunch of rats exploded and you're standing in blood water. Okay, so it's the rats' turn. They're not smart enough to figure out that the dong came from Casney, so they're gonna continue attacking Dekla, who is right up in their grill. So, ooh. Yeah, they bite at your ankles. Does 19 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay, the tiny little fucker finds your blind spot and crawls to your leg and bites you for 3 damage.
Okay.
It's now Darren's turn.
Darren will cast Firebolt.
Yes, Firebolt, okay. Roll for it.
Well, at least things won't get set on fire because the whole place is wet.
I rolled a... Oh, that's not great. That's an 11.
For an attack?
Yep.
Yeah, you hit the rats.
Oh, hell yeah.
Decla, make me a dex save.
With a Firebolt too? Okay,
She's in their grill.
I guess.
15.
Yeah, you managed to jump out of the way in time.
The rats take 8 damage.
Okay. A large burst of flame flies out of Darren's hand. Decla jumps away just in time as it envelops the 2 rats that were left. And a delicious smell envelops the room.
Oh, it smells so good.
Congratulations, you just killed the rat swarm.
Hell yeah.
Dawn chucks the rat he's holding with his mage hand over his shoulder and dismisses the spell.
Okay.
After we've gone to this phenomenal effort to get into this room, Dawn wants to see what's inside. Is there anything but the broken water tank?
There's another rat swarm revolution.
Roll me investigation.
13 plus 5, 18.
Not really. The water that's dripping out of the thing seems remarkably fresh. But other than that...
Drink it, drink it, drink it.
Seems an empty boiler. Well, not even boiler room, just water tank. There's a toolbox in one corner that's like all the tools are rusted beyond use because they've been underwater for a long time. But other than that, nothing really of interest.
Seriously.
I mean, I tried to warn you.
Dawn turns around and just goes, well, that was a huge waste of time. Shall we go back upstairs?
Darren grabs one of the burnt rats, takes a bite out of it. Say, alright, I wanna head upstairs?
After all the vitamins that your body isn't used to from the apple, eating a burned rat is actually something familiar and makes you feel like home.
Finally.
And you also get film fever.
No.
Dawn just blinks a few times as if he can't quite believe he just saw that happen in front of his face.
Well, it's happening.
It was cooked.
Darren offers you some of the rat.
You just need to peel back the burnt fur, because that bit's not nice.
Don't you want some of this?
Darren likes it crispy.
I'm good, thank you.
Alright, more for me.
Enjoy, though.
Oh, it's very good.
The man will eat anything.
Delicious rat ass.
Cassie pulls Darren aside and says, I bet if you put a fancy sauce on it and gave the dish a foreign name, he'd eat it.
Probably.
You know he's eaten worse things.
Probably.
If you put it in a fancy restaurant and pair it with a wine.
I actually have this down to a science. You know, I can cast my firebolt to the exact temperature that I can cook any small mammal perfectly.
Okay, so, yeah. Congratulations, you just killed the rats. What do you do?
Dawn
I'm not
heads
gonna
back
bother.
upstairs away from sort of like this mulched rat water.
You go back upstairs. What do you do? Where do you go?
As there's like a big wibbly thing going on in the middle of the staircase, I suggest we go up this one.
We still haven't found anything useful for the, saving the kid. Like, there was the needle by the front door, but...
Well, now we have a sample of it. I'm sure we can create an antidote.
Yes, there might be a study upstairs with all the notes on how to make an antidote for the poison, and then a convenient bottle with poison antidote written on it.
The twist is, the antidote's poison as well.
Oh no! And as you're walking up the stairs, like, in the bottom floor, it's pitch dark. Like, most of you have dark vision, and Casney has that ring, and the ring has been on for the entirety of this escapade, but as you're walking up the stairs, you actually see a small bit of light, dim light streaming in through the dirty windows, and as you walk up the stairs, you see it's sort of a large room, and there's a set of old and rotten couches and various meditation stools arranged haphazardly around the room. There's a few doors leading out.
Declan, are any of this familiar?
Is any of it familiar?
You do recognize the symbols written on the wall. They were similar to the ones that you had at your temple in the reflection room. There's a few symbols of the sun, the spiral with 8 triangles.
I tell Dawn, yeah, it's familiar, but, also different.
Dawn muses, I find it very strange that there's a temple of your order just in the middle of the woods. And then he sort of wanders over to the door on the right-hand side, at the end of the room, and first listens to it to make sure there's nothing, like, behind it.
Yeah, roll me perception.
11 plus 4, 15.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, Dawn will open the door.
Can I cast resistance on Dawn?
So you open the door, and immediately bright light hits you in the face. You have to shield your eyes for a bit because, you've been walking around the darkness of this temple. Your eyes aren't used to it, but this is like bright, like sunlight.
It's light. It burns.
Dawn reels away, eyes streaming.
Yeah.
Do you swap out for your tinted glasses?
He then reaches into his robes, pulls out a tinted set of glasses, and swaps them over.
The rest of you see Dawn recoil and ready yourself before you walk into the room. But as you walk in, you see that the bright light that you saw comes from 2 glowing orbs hanging from the ceiling. And, there's like this leafy smell coming out of this room. And as you walk in, you see there's plants and creepers that have overgrown the chamber. It's covering everything. You look around, there's some shattered glass on the floor. And on one of the tables, an intact beaker still stands, and There's some pink liquid inside it. As you open the door, you hear a loud ringing echo out of the room.
Well, if they didn't know we were here by now, they certainly do. I investigate the greenhouse. Decla, you want to come in here and drop your plant knowledge on me?
Okay.
What are these?
These certainly are plants.
Mm-hmm. They definitely look like plants.
Roll me investigation, Decla, roll me nature. Anyone who wants to look around can roll me investigation.
Hey!
That is a 12 with my -1. Declan, no smart.
You recognized most of the plants. They're like local plants that grow around the forests. You find stuff like rosemary and black vine and sundew and basil and mint, various forms of mint, some wildflowers, some...
Weed.
Not weed.
Dawn got a nat 20 on his investigation.
Okay, yeah, you got a net 20. Dawn, you look around the lab. Declan is explaining to you what the various plants are. You open a drawer and you find a potato inside.
You got a potato?
Yay! This potato has a spiral carved into it.
Dawn shakes off the feeling of deja vu.
And as you move it away, you find under it a notebook that the monk who was working in the lab was writing notes into. And you look for the notes and you find a short piece of text that describes the manufacture of an antidote for the sleeping draught.
Well, there we go, that's perfect.
Dawn will enlighten everybody of this.
It requires 3 plants, rosemary, black wine, sundew, that can be found in this room, that Decla has already identified because they're pretty common. And the leaves should be pounded in a spotless silver bowl with a drop of human or animal blood and left to rest in the sunlight for 5 minutes.
Everyone got that? If it's a diary, does it have any sort of dates in it?
It's not really a diary, it's like research notes.
Yeah, but if they're doing plants, then I would expect them to have, like, progression.
Yeah, there's not really, there's like, day 1, plant this and this, day 2, plant this and this,
Okay, that's fine.
Week 3, week 4, stuff like that.
Week 4, found these strange mushrooms. Now everything's blue.
You do find a line of text that says that, yeah.
Dawn looks for the mushrooms.
You don't find them.
Once we've collected all the things for the antidote, Dawn takes the book and gives it to Decla, as he assumes she'll be the one preparing the antidote.
Do you have a spotless silver bowl?
I mean, we're not going to do it now, are we? We still don't have a bowl. We have the rest of the temple to explore. And, the kid's not going anywhere.
I mean, I don't think there's any imminent danger of immediately dying.
Dawn quickly gets bored with this room now. There's no mushrooms in it, and goes to the one next door.
Okay, are the rest of you doing anything? Again, you're letting Dawn do all the work. I mean,
Stick him in my herbalism kit.
Yeah, you can.
And then follow Dawn.
Mm-hmm, yeah. There's still that, pink liquid.
I don't suppose I have any fucking idea what that is. What kind of something?
You can roll me something.
Darren, drink it and find out.
I'd say Arcana.
That's a 15, 16 -1.
Any of you can roll this.
What is it? Arcana or what do we roll?
Yeah, Arcana. For the pink liquid.
Well, I rolled like garbage, so I have no clue.
What kind of garbage?
5 total.
15.
Yeah. Decla, Casney, you've seen a similar liquid before. It seems to be similar to a healing potion.
Can I find a vial or something I can put a stopper in to transport this? Because I'm not carrying it around in a beaker. There must be a potion vial or something around here.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Oh, great. I'm not good at investigation. Can somebody help me? I'll say when I pick up I'm going to pick up the beaker, look at the contents and say, I think this is a healing potion. It might even be the cure for that sleeping potion. So, does anyone have a vial with a stopper or a bottle I can put this in? Or do you want to help me look to see if there's one here?
Yeah, I will. No, I will help look place up and down.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything, or do we just find something? I don't know.
Do I get advantage for having someone help me?
Yes.
Because it makes a big difference. Because if I don't get advantage, it's 6, and if I do, it's a natural 20.
Yeah, so you open a cupboard, and as you open a cupboard, a potato falls out of it.
What?
Is the other potato still around?
You don't see it anywhere.
I'm starting to think that there's only one potato. Kelsey picks up the potato and puts it in his bag.
Mm-hmm. It's a potato with a spiral carved into it, and behind the potato you see, like, a whole shelf of various potion vials.
Yeah, Kelsey puts the lucky potato in his bag and decants the potion into a vial or 2 vials or however many it takes to do it.
It's actually enough for 2 vials. So you decant the beaker into 2 of the vials, and now you have 2 doses of healing potion. Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
I think we can just head out now, right? I mean, is there anything else we need to do here?
We need a bowl. We need a silver bowl.
Did Declan pick the herbs that we need to make
Yes.
Okay, cool. Did I find a silver bowl while I was looking around with my nat 20?
No.
We'll have to look in another room. But they must have one here because they need to be able to make the antidote on the off chance that someone accidentally gets got by it.
Okay, so while all of you were admiring the bowl, Dawn went and looked into the other room, and as he opens the door, that's where we'll stop for today. Dice Out Now Game is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. Our intro and outro music is Bells by Fake Cats Project. If you want to get in touch with us, you can find us at Dice Out Now Game on Twitter, where you will also find links to our personal accounts. If you can, please rate and review our podcast, and tell your friends about us. Now, game!
Hey, Fern.
Yeah?
Guess what I've been really digging recently?
What's that?
Anime.
Oh, really? You're not alone.
Nice.
You know what I've been really into recently? I've been into Supernatural.
Hey, you're not alone. You guys know what I really love?
What's that?
Pokemon. You're not alone. We should do a podcast.
Totally.
About fandoms. Oh,
That
hell
sounds
yeah.
great.
If you want to listen to that, listen to Fem Fandom, the podcast that proves
You're not alone.